world. Welcome to the series. This is Learn the Tarot, where you can learn all the 78 cards of the major and the minor arcana for free with me, Tina Heals. You can learn all about it from my understanding. But if you like this content, make sure to send in a donation, because content like this can only be created with your help. Let's get straight to discussing the card in hand. This is the Hierophant, which is card number 5. This is the card of Taurus, and this symbolizes male spiritual authority. Male spiritual authority. Okay, sorry. Now, you've seen the Emperor card, right? We just had the Emperor card, which is the god of Aries. So the Emperor card signified the temporal powers of the Emperor, the physical manifestations. But this, the Hierophant, or the High Priest, as he's also called in the Druid deck and Liz Dean's The Lover's Tarot, he is more than that. If you look at his hand over here, that is a mudra, okay, and that is a mudra, or that is the Abhay mudra, okay, and that is also a mudra whereby he is bringing in cosmic energy and understanding. In the Rider and Waite deck, he literally symbolizes the Pope, okay. This is literally the Pope, even in the Gilded Tarot. If you have a look at that, okay, this is the god of Taurus. So this is stable, fixed, and this is a religious energy or a spiritual energy. Okay, his scepter symbolizes the three worlds. Okay, the physical, the material, the material, physical, the mental, and the causal. So he rules over all the three domains. So his power extends beyond the emperor's power. Okay, and yeah. And if you look at the symbology, he's basically dressed like a priest, very gallantly. Even with these two cards, dressed very gallantly, and the position of his body language is basically giving us a boon. Okay, so this is a blessing, and this is all about finding spiritual answers. Not a person who is like a guru or a spiritual mentor to you, but this is about you finding that spiritual power within. Okay, and the Hierophant actually also sits between two pillars like the High Priestess, and this is again a signifier of duality of matter and spirit. Now, the Hierophant is, of course, a teacher of the sacred mysteries like the High Priestess, and he's basically ushering in some kind of a new era in your life, which will have more spiritual vibes. Okay, so actually the difference between the Hierophant and the High Priestess is that although the High Priestess functions primarily in the spiritual world, okay, and her world is mostly the unconscious, it's ephemeral and it's internal, but the Hierophant is actually of this world, more like uh, um, more like Jupiter. All the Taurus is ruled by Venus, but this is more like Jupiter. Okay, so if this basically pops up for you, then a guru can pop up in your life. This can be a literal person in your life. That person will bring in maybe some form of philosophy, maybe even religious ideas, educational, spiritual, as I said, often Jupiterian. And this person will hold much authority, okay, and it can even have a kind of a mind control. Okay, and if this is an energy in your life, then this represents an era of spiritual development, which you need to break out of your structure, and you need to find your own spiritual truth. Maybe this definitely speaks of tradition, but this can also mean stepping out of tradition and finding answers, because the answer is really within you, and that's what the Hierophant teaches you. Okay, now mm, the Hierophant is actually very connected to Chiron, the wounded healer. Okay, it's very connected to Chiron, who actually taught Apollo. He was a great astrologer and healer. So this Chiron represents half man, half beast, which signifies his victory over his animal self or the age. So enjoy the bringing in authority, spiritual authority in your life. Subscribe to a new philosophy or join a new organization or a group on Facebook where you can really network with like-minded people. But please don't subscribe to fanaticism or become overtly judgmental. In reverse, this definitely speaks of your wish to overthrow tradition or old religion or whatever it is. It could be ideological, something that has come from your family, it could be intellectual that was shoved down your throat, even cultural. You may just decide that you don't subscribe to this particular culture and you want to take up a new culture. Basically, you've outgrown this journey, and now you need to question these values that you've been born with, or you've grown up with. Okay, now conflict definitely with establishment. So this could also signify the dark that video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.